In November of 2016, I made the decision to do the Annapolis to Newport race. It wasn't the decision as much as it was reaffirming a commitment to start the planning process and the work necessary to get the boat ready. There's a lot that goes into these races, and you can't wait until the last minute. It's pretty hard to get commitments from the crew, work on the boat, make the plans, and spend the money when the boat is wrapped up on the hard and it's freezing cold outside. Any incentive and motivation is elusive at best. For me, the safety of the crew is paramount, and that starts with thoroughly checking the boat for anything that could go wrong.
So I got a story for you. Hey, come back here. I can tell you a story.
All right, we're here with Bob and Brad preparing for the 2017 Annapolis to Newport race and Boatyard on a dreary January morning.
All right, folks, here we are at Boatyard Bar and Grill, getting all the logistics worked out for the 2017 Annapolis to Newport race.
Have a couple drinks and get ready.
The crew consisted of some of the best sailors in Northern Virginia. They had a reputation for drinking dark rum and pirate-like debauchery, and were known to occasionally sail like semi-professionals.
Good morning, Bob. Remember the time it took 34 hours to get out of the bay and I was texting saying I'll never do this again? I'm going to go with one of the best discussions I ever had was old Ned Schumann, S equals K. And Ned would say, yeah, but shit's constant in the universe, it's coming back. So what I try to do is whenever I'm sitting enjoying myself, thinking how great things are, I'm also looking around.
We are going out on this race without Greg Lineweber, and there's nobody that talks about that stuff more than Greg on this boat. Mindless babble is fine, because it'll just be like having Greg.
Yeah, let's get going.
The morning of the race, everyone showed up ready to go. The crew gear was stowed, the food was stacked, the boat was rigged, and we had our crew briefing to review safety procedures and the watch system. Weather grids were downloaded and the course was plotted. Our strategy was decided given the conditions. The weather was looking very light. We average about 150 miles a day. With light air and a little foul current in the bay, our goal was to get the first 120 miles of the bay and get out into the ocean in 24 hours. We stacked the sails according to what we thought we would need for the race. The heavy air sails were on the bottom of the pile.
Watching technically right now, Bob is watches on from 6 to 9. Yeah. So.
All right, he's turning down to soak in behind you. You're good. Oh, he's wandering now.
As long as you're getting pictures of his bow.
You guys should tag each other.
I sent him a couple already. Morning, David.
Morning, Bob.
We have our fleet here. They're slower than us. Greg put us in a good place.
Good morning, everyone. It's 6 o'clock on Saturday morning. I had a very interesting evening last night. We had lots of different weather models predicting lots of different things. Where the fleet chose to, for the majority of the fleet, chose the western side of the course. We decided that we thought the eastern side of the course was a lot better. So we took a hitch over to the east early on in the evening, really kind of dug in over there, and lo and behold, we did some great things on the fleet. They're struggling to try to get back over to us right now. We're about to probably cross their bows here in about another 15 minutes. And, long night, but a good one. Lots of light air, lots of good execution and driving by the team.
Yeah, well, this is the morning breakfast report, and we had the eggs coming up early. We were able to take care of the eggs, and now we got the bacon working and the English muffins. We're gonna try to put them all together here as the wind converges and make ourselves an egg sandwich. What do you think of that?
Fucking cheap seats last night. Wow. Navigator who used to be on our fucking
you can make the channel. You don't have to make the mark per se. But I mean, they were still pointing, getting set down a little bit towards the island.
We made it out of the bay in 23 hours and 45 minutes as a nice steady 10-knot breeze out of the southeast filled in just as predicted. The fleet was very closely bunched together as we exited the bay and sailed out to Chesapeake Light on a close reach. As we rounded Chesapeake Light, we turned to the north and set the spinnaker. We were pointed right at Block Island and making good speed. The fleet was still very close together in some of the closest ocean racing that I have ever seen. The conditions remained light, but the boat was moving nicely.
We're racing here on Schematic.
Absolutely.
No set it and forget it here. Bob's driving like he stole it.
As the sun set on the second day, the wind shifted to the northeast. We doused the spinnaker and were now sailing close hauled. The evenings are some of the most beautiful times out on the ocean. The colors of the sunset, the sky, and the water are constantly changing as the day transitions into night.
We just finished our watch on Sunday afternoon, 2 to 6. Peter, awesome helmsman, had us rocking down Yellow Brick Road. We're doing 8 knots, right on course, perfect trim at that chute. That poor salt that's behind us, I didn't have a chance to keep up with it.
I'm alright, just had a good rest, ready for a strong afternoon. To the ground.
Whatever you got handy that's like a board or something.
Dinners are always special. We eat great food thanks to the cooks. It's one of the few times during the day when the crew is all on deck together enjoying the race. We occasionally have some dolphins visit. It's like we sail through their neighborhood and they swim by to say hi. They swim with you for about 5 minutes, playing with the bow wave, then it's as if you leave the hood and they swim off.
Morning, Bob. Not so bad out here. We're working the Beltway. We're not in traffic on the Washington Beltway.
I was going to ask, they could not go. You want to very softly switch to the light one.
Might be
Some fucking storm monster from hell over there. Might be what?
It might be more canvas and we can even carry it for the gain. And it's heavy, but it is 1:40 on Monday afternoon, and we have been searching for wind all morning long. Very, very foggy out there, so we pretty much found there's no wind to be out there to be found.
You won't get any halyard on it now.
No, no, no.
The breeze had finally filled in. This time it was about 15 knots right on the nose. We were beating to get to Block Island. The conditions were cold and wet. It always seems to happen that way as you get close to Newport.
I'm not the doctor. We're the cooks on the boat. We're not cooking tonight.
The racing remained close as we sailed around Block Island. Darkness arrived and we crossed tacks with our competition through the night, beating into Newport into 25 knots of wind.